not dealing with that.
She racist, y'all. She racist.
I'm racist.
Yes, you're racist.
Get that on camera. Get out of here.
She's racist.
Want to really see something that said, take a look what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Fellow member and victim of black fatigue, I want to raise my right hand in solidarity to all the other black people who have stood up and said that they too are tired of all the foolishness. Some of us have been here for a long time. Some of us have tried to say things and been shot down, called horrible names by people who look just like us. And then we have a certain party who also reinforces this behavior that allows for one group to denigrate the other with no consequences.
I can always tell, like just from optics, I can tell optics, how they talk, how they communicate. The more that they then move, you can tell the difference between a conservative woman and a liberal woman. Like they have a look, they have a demeanor, they have a disposition that actually is pleasant and you can communicate with them. And in person, it's even more of an aura around them. Conservative women or women that take responsibility and live their lives a certain way, they have a whole nother vibe to them.
How long did you think that you were going to be able to call people names and then people were not going to start calling them back? And how narcissistic is it that you feel entitled to call people names, but then when they're called to you, you want to cry victim? I am tired of a community or certain people in the community who absolutely refuse to call out any bad behavior that they see. Egregious things that are obviously wrong that we simply will not admit to because racism. And when we are called to account on anything, all we do is blame racism, slavery, systemic, whatever. And people are sick of y'all.
People are sick of it.
And that's true.
Facts.
Like, we live in the greatest country inside of the world. Honestly, we have the greatest country in the world. And I will tell you that this is truly, even today, is still truly the land of opportunity. And we can choose to go to school. You can choose to take out student loans or not. Most people's decisions were self-inflicted wounds. And we raise our children to be victims. And we don't take any accountability or responsibility. And people still blame racism, and they don't even know what people of yesteryear went through. It's so bad that they don't even understand that black people from the 50s and the 60s and even the 70s to an extent did exponentially better than black people today, even though they faced more racism and more issues and problems than we ever will. And they thrive. They absolutely thrive.
About black fatigue, because I know I got a lot of niggas upset. So black fatigue is basically the majority of America, every race, is collectively coming to the realization that black people are fucking shit up. Let me elaborate. The recent Carmelo Anthony situation where Austin Metcalf was stabbed and murdered at school by a lunatic who happened to be of the melanated descent, right? People are starting to really get fed up with the media and the schools and all these politicians constantly talking about how black people are oppressed and victims of white supremacy, and using that excuse as a perpetual cover-up for all the cultural degeneracy that exists in the black community. Niggas is tired. I'm seeing it all throughout my social media. I agree with a lot of this they're saying because it's very true. Like, we've been talking about the issues within black culture for years at this point. And most niggas don't want to hear it. That's just the bottom line. But the truth is, people are fed up. And so now me as an involuntary Negro, because I don't even want to be associated with y'all, but I am. I'm finna have to get real loud. We might have to
Ooh-wee.
start a KKK, me and some more black conservatives, because you niggas just don't know how to act in a civilized society. Y'all don't know how to get married. Y'all don't know how to not lead an abortion. Y'all don't know how to stop voting for communists. Y'all don't know how to raise y'all sons. Y'all don't know how to do anything but eat hot chip, twerk, and lie. And I'm laughing, but it's really not funny.
Man.
It's embarrassing.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a video we have today. This is gonna get real spicy. Somebody's gonna get triggered, and it's a lot of real things are gonna be said in a video like this. Well, I gave you a warning, I gave you a disclaimer. But I want to send a huge shout out to Sierra, Joseph, Brandon, many others that send me, all kind of videos, amazing things to post and share on the channel, on the show. And a lot of people keeping it real, and I also want to say this before we get in. Don't care what your skin color is. I love my blacks just as I love my whites. I love my whites just as I love my blacks. I love my Asians. I love my Hispanics. I love everybody. We have a lot of love and support on this channel from a very, very, very diverse worldwide. Different skin colors, ages, different people from all around, man. It's one love to the human race. I hate pulling the skin color. I hate the race card thing. And I hate, the times that we're living in and how it's been. And a lot of things are racially motivated. We have a race war going on. A lot of these cases that have taken place and people being killed. I mean, it's just a disgrace what is going on in this country, man. It really is. But I also want to, be one of those ones that is showing you what people are talking about, what people are saying. And people are sick of the foolishness. People are, man. But this one reason why I couldn't wait to get it to do a video like this. I couldn't wait. But let's go and jump in. If you're new here, join the family, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for your boy. And let's go and jump in. We got a couple of collages we want to show, and then we'll get into the video with my brother Greg. And it's going to be great, man. Let's check it out.
Black fatigue, or ghetto fatigue, is a real thing, and no one's staying silent about it any longer. No nationality wants to be involved or bothered by this loud, obnoxious group of people. No one. Not even hard-working black Americans. I mean, I'm telling no lies here. Everywhere that group of people go, chaos follows. And no matter where you go, they're there. You can't go on a cruise ship because they done ghettoed it out. Have you seen the Carnival cruise ships? It looks like a fucking barbecue. And if you haven't noticed, it's always the same group of people. Loud, bonnets, pajamas, big-ass eyelashes that flutter. The EBT crowd. I mean, it's gotten so bad that you won't catch me at a Juicy Crab or a Cheesecake Factory or even a McDonald's for that matter, because they turn those places into shooting galleries whenever someone that looks like them look at them wrong. They have mastered the victim card. Everyone's against them. There's oppression everywhere, and it's always the white man's fault.
Always the white man's fault. I can't get up on time. White man's fault. Can't make it to work on time. I got fired from my job. It's the white man's fault. It's because my white boss, my white manager, they're the reasons I'm fired. My car broke down. It's the white man's fault. I tripped and fell and scraped my knee. It's the white man's fault. The white man made this flooring that made me trip. It is sad, man. But these are the times that we're living in, man. And people still have that mindset. I have family members with that mindset. So this is why I'm speaking, on it. I know I joke. I come on here and I joke around and say this and that, but it's truth. And a lot of the things that come from truth is, it upsets people. And that's why it's the truth. People don't want to hear it. They want to run from it. They hide from it. They most definitely don't want to hear it. Play the victim card. Excuses. We hate accountability. We always want to be in the right. We want to fight, argue, cuss everybody out. And we fine with going to jail. Yeah, put them in jail. I say put them in jail. I love seeing them being arrested. Walk them out. Get them out of here. Just saying, man. People are done with the foolishness. And I live around, you know, in a nice neighborhood. Nice big houses that are owned by white people, black people, but you know, people are not paying all this money, especially in these neighborhoods in certain places, for this crap. And that's one reason why when people do things, they get from around it. People don't want to be bothered. Other black people don't want to be bothered with it. And this is why you have so many blacks speaking out. This is why. And I can't wait to we show this black liberal get just literally triggered. But people hate it, man. The truth. You know? We got to do better, man. But it all comes down to our character. In the black community, we see how the BLM scam has played out. You know, we don't know right from wrong. We're woke as hell. Everybody stay woke. You know, it's not if we're qualified anymore. It's, hey, I'm black. Support me. Hire me. Buy my product. I'm a black person. No. Is it a good product? Are you qualified? Victimhood, excuses.
Never their own. But let one of them tell it. They would have you believe that the police is the most dangerous thing within their communities. Wrong.
Yeah, they say the police and white people. That's who they blame it on. It's the white people and the police. You know, and I get there are bad cops out there. And, you know, there are bad apples out there. I'm not running away from that. But we got to get out this mindset, man. But they, you know, they run with it.
You're the most dangerous thing in your community, which is why the police are there in the first place, to stop you from committing genocide against your own people. Look, no one's going to stay silent to this toxic behavior. And you can call me all the Uncle Toms that you want. But the fact that you're calling me that shows me that I'm saying something with facts. Yep. And you wonder why most good black people move out of those communities as soon as they reach success.
Like I just said, as soon as they reach success or, you know, some kind of up and level, new career, you know, good occupation, a new salary, a new, you know, big move in their life, they're gone. They leave in a heartbeat, in a blink. Bam, out of there. And that place that they moved it, they don't, man. And paying all that money, they not gonna put up with no more foolishness. No more. No more foolishness, man.
It's because they want more for themselves. And that crab in a barrel mindset is not conducive to prosperity. There is absolutely no accountability in that community. Most of that segment hate accountability. They hate truth. They hate to look at themselves in the mirror because they would have to face the fact that they're causing their own oppression. You also have the Democrat Party to thank for spoon feeding that behavior, making you a permanent underclass, and you still vote blue no matter who. But America is tired, and people have grown numb to your constant cry of racism. Everyone's a racist who doesn't agree with you. But meanwhile, you can be bigots to everybody else. But yes, I say it again, black fatigue or ghetto fatigue is real, and it's time that we say something about it. And please, don't waste your time. If it don't apply, let it fly.
Woo. Same reason why they didn't ran with the whole Trump thing, Trump racist. They couldn't wait to Trump say just a little bit of thing of making, well, we can twist it and make him look like a racist. But he wasn't a racist before he came down that escalator in 2016. You know, the so-called racist who's done this and that. I mean, a whole rap sheet he's done for the black community. You know, let's talk about it. You know, back in the we can go all the way back 30, 40 years ago. We can go all the way back if you want on your 47th president. Democrats, liberals, the BLM scammers, the BLM, you know, the race baiters, race hustlers. We can go all the way back if you want. Oh, let's get into this next clip.
Everybody get out the game. Yes, can I get 5 shots right now? 5 shots.
Can you be nice?
Damn, she got a BBL on her.
You're not filming us, are you?
Nah, this is stream. I'm filming me. Whoever.
Don't film us. You need to ask us before you do that.
We filming me. You gotta.
It's pointing over here.
Oh, he don't speak English, so every time somebody talks to the camera, he put it on them.
Okay. You know what? I think you guys need to go.
We ain't even do that. What if he stopped filming?
You need to put the camera away.
Alright, put it down real quick. It's on me, bro. It's on me. You ain't gotta put it on.
Yeah. No, you guys need to put it down.
It's on me.
Black fatigue is real, man.
I told you twice now.
People are sick of this foolishness, man. You know. And then that lady kicks these people out, kicks this young man out, and all of a sudden that lady there is racist. All of a sudden she's racist. That's what kills me, man. You know, people are sick of this crap, man. People are sick of it. People are sick of the foolishness.
I'm not dealing with that.
She racist, y'all.
You see? They call that woman racist. Because that woman doesn't want to deal with the foolishness. All of a sudden she's a racist. This proves I'm telling our points get proven every single time, y'all.
She
Oh,
racist.
yeah, I'm racist.
Yes, you're racist.
Get that on camera. Get out of here.
She's racist.
So we got to talk about what I would define as an enthralling panel discussion that took place on this local Fox News Houston show. I think this is a show that's like dedicated to talking about quote unquote black issues, right? And they're talking about black fatigue. And the black liberals on the panel are going to get triggered after being confronted with videos of black people basically agreeing with black fatigue, okay, which is a topic that is going viral, okay? And surprisingly, you actually have a lot of black people coming out and admitting that, yeah, I got black fatigue too, right? It's not just non-black people, but there are black people who are saying, listen,
I've showed y'all many
we
times.
are fed up with certain behaviors that we're seeing in the black community, and they're speaking out about it, which is why people are still talking about this topic despite it being around for a couple of weeks, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it. I think that pretty much sums up what people are tired of, right? I'm pretty sure that's about it for the most part. What's hilarious about this, right, is that they never acknowledge these things when it comes to black people saying how they feel about whites, right? Because when these people come out and say, hey, we don't like white people, the white man is the devil, white supremacists this and white supremacists that, nobody ever says, hey, well, you know, maybe that conversation is not productive, right? Maybe saying how you feel about white people is not going to help race relations, okay? Now, here's the thing about that, right? I personally believe that free speech has to be one of those things where you cannot police free speech based off race, okay? If black people can openly say how they feel about whites, right, then white people should be able to openly say how they feel about black people. I think that is a positive thing, right? I think when everybody has free speech, okay, and we're not policing free speech based off race, then, hey, that's good. Now, if people can all agree that, hey, you know, maybe coming out and saying this type of stuff is not productive, on both sides, right, then I also think that's positive as well too, right? So again, you can either have all of it or none of it, in the sense that, again, if black people can say whatever they want about whites, then whites should be able to say what they want about black people, okay? And if we can all agree that, you know, this is unproductive to say this type of stuff, then it should be unproductive for everybody, right? But again, that's where the problem comes in. We don't live in that type of society. We live in a society where it's not okay for white people to say how they really feel. And I think that is what really creates the issue. Again, if everybody can say how they really feel, I think that's honestly positive because, you know, me personally, I would rather live in a society where I know how people feel and they can openly say how they feel. That way it makes it much easier to deal with those type of people. When you live in a society where people have to hide how they really feel, yeah, that's not good. Okay, I don't like that. It makes it a lot more difficult to deal with certain people. Okay, so, you know, again, if we can agree that, hey, maybe this is not a productive thing to do, then we should agree that it's not productive when anybody comes out and says this type of stuff, or you have to allow everybody to be able to say how they feel. You can't have the in-between. The in-between is, wow, I can't believe this woman had the cojones to actually say that on this news channel, right? Shout out to this woman, okay, who clearly is unafraid to say how she feels, right? To keep it all the way 100. There's nothing that she said that I can really disagree with. Wow. Wow, maybe she deserves a bigger platform.
Didn't earn it. Not qualified. Don't give if you're black. Are you qualified? Is your restaurant serving good food? Is the product good? Then we'll support it. I don't care if you're black. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. I don't care. People like this just don't, they hate hearing the truth, man. They really do hate hearing the truth. And yeah, them Democrats got y'all on that plantation.
You seen that, you heard that. Yeah, I mean, there are all kinds of unruly folks, right? And that's why I do think that the term black fatigue may be a little bit too broad, right? I think, again, another term probably is more appropriate, okay? Because like this woman pointed out, it really is a behavior thing, right? It really is. People get tired of ghetto behavior, right? Unruly behavior in public, people being extra, people being disrespectful, loud. I mean, just pretending like they've never got any home training, which, a lot of them haven't really, to be honest with you. I mean, they grew up in ghetto households where you have single mothers who are loud and unruly all the time. So I kind of get it, but I'm just saying that, it's just funny to me that what you're seeing here is that people, including even black people, they're coming out and they're basically telling the truth, right? And they're becoming more comfortable just saying, hey, yeah, I experienced this too, right? Like, this ain't just a white thing. Or
and I showed y'all this in so many comment sections. So many black people are coming out. Look at this comment. As a black man, a black straight male, I'm tired of my people reckless behavior playing victim in racism. As a black man, I have black fatigue regarding the foolishness in our community and what we accept as normal behavior. People are sick and tired of this crap. Same with the case we've been covering with the school stabbing, all these cases, the racially motivated, the BLM scammers, the black community. People are tired, man. People have black fatigue. That's the new term. All I can do is come on here and report on it and talk about it with you guys, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. People are sick of the loudness. All the loud, ghetto, ignorant stupidity, foolishness. But then it all comes back down to our parenting. We have to do better, man. Play victim. We hate accountability. We hate being in the wrong. We want to fight, argue, cuss everybody out when we're in the wrong. We cry racism on everything and everybody. Of people that just don't want to pull up with the foolishness. And just look at the comment section.
Is literally getting worse by the day. Offended by everything, ashamed of nothing, entitled to everything, contributing nothing.
As the world has black fatigue, it's getting worse by the day.
I'm black, and I've been warning about this since 9th grade in 1987. They called me crazy then, among other things, and they still do today. Glad to see other folks finally waking up.
It's all happening all around, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Again, keep it real me in the comment section, man. I love y'all. Hope y'all have an amazing rest of your weekend. Memorial Day coming up, and we're gonna rock out, y'all. God bless you all and your family, and I will catch y'all on the next one.